big-time free agent moments is ahead of the NBA free agency coming up on Saturday at midnight. All right, Gail Goodrich was a member of some of the great Lakers teams, but in the 76, he signed with the Jazz. What do you guys think about this one? And when they used the pick, one of which they used for Magic Johnson.
Ooh, that'll work. Mike Weiss, what say you there? He's good.
So good.
You marinate on that. Number 9, Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups signed with the Pistons 0-2, led Detroit to the 04 NBA title. Now he could be a GM. That was a great signing for Detroit.
Tremendous signing, tremendous. There's been a lot of great free agent signings over the years. I have to still look at what Pat Riley did in Miami a couple years ago.
That might be coming under that with
This
him.
one, though. What about this one? Steve Nash to the Mavericks. And
Great,
Yeah.
tremendous. It turned their organization around. Tony went from about 29 wins to 62, I believe. I got to think that Jason Kidd's going to be somewhere in here.
This one last year, the moment, all right? The impact yet to be decided. DeAndre Jordan, that whole fiasco with the emojis and locking him in a house so that Mark Cuban couldn't find him. You remember that?
It was tremendous. That's called real recruiting, by the way. The only thing I don't like about DeAndre, he chips orange paint off the rim on his free throws.
talking about recruiting, what about this one when Ray Allen joins Miami? He with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
There's Riley.
Yes, but unfortunately, Ray Allen ruined his friendship for life with Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce with that move.
Yeah,
and apparently, they act like he left them on a beach in an armored vehicle or something. Stop it already. Get over it, guys.
Speaking of ruining friendships, Rick Barry led the NBA in scoring for the 67 Warriors. Second season in the NBA, then he goes leaving the NBA for the ABA, comes back to the NBA eventually. Warriors led him to a title in 75.
Childhood hero of mine, believe
Really?
it or not. Yeah, it dates me. But I was born in Northern California, moved to Hawaii when I was 12. I loved Rick Barry and Cassie Russell growing up.
Look at a Shaq. He was huge in Orlando, then he goes to the Lakers,
the
8
daddy.
seasons in LA, won MVP, 3 finals MVP alongside Kobe.
The daddy, the diesel.
Daddy.
Who can forget about Shaq Fu?
Shaq Fu and the Fu Schnickens. Number 3, this was LeBron. Now, LeBron's on this list a couple of times. This is him going back to Cleveland. It sounds perfect now. At the time, it was still a shocker to me.
Yeah, the funny thing is I had talk about freezing cold takes as we did out the air.
Yeah.
They could research how I wrote that LeBron was going back to Miami about the day before. I'll cop to it now, make culpa.
Yeah.
It threw me for a loop, and it turned out to be the greatest thing in his career.
And KD here when he went to the Warriors, that was a big shocker. No,
4th of July last year.
4th of July.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook still hasn't gotten over it.
Speaking of ruining friendships. And then we got this at number 1, LeBron with Jim Gray.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.